What up, what up, what up on this beautiful Friday afternoon? Everybody's hopefully at happy hour off work or getting ready to get off work, about to enjoy this weekend. Coming to you with another edition of the practice report. So this one is going to kind of be twofold. We're going to talk about a little something that happened yesterday, and then we're going to get into today's practice that was kind of a light practice. They were in shells, pretty much helmets only. And they kind of took it like a teaching day, so it was they kind of backed off the physicality and just kind of worked the kinks out and got just backed off a little bit. It's still hot, got some things dealing with, and you can see from the thumbnail what's going on. But before we even get into that, shout out to the people that came through so far. Make sure I shout those out. So shout out to P Brown, aka P Brownie. Shout out to Low 217. What up, Sip the Talent? Appreciate it. That's my first time seeing that name, so welcome. Shout out to Matt D, who put test in there, and that was me just testing to make sure my comments popped up where I could see them. That's all that was. I probably typed test 25 times in the past 15 minutes, so that's why that test is up there going on. What up, Suge? Appreciate you for joining, Suge. Thank you, Suge, coming through with the we're always coming through. And I know Suge gonna pop some jokes in here. Suge's a Steelers fan. Well, let me take that back. As Hendo say, Suge's a Ravens fan that acts like he's a Steelers fan. That's what he is. What up, Blackula? Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you. Who next up? Julian, appreciate you for coming through on this Friday afternoon. Reverse, what up? P. Brian popped in with a question before we get started. He says, Coach, do you think LJ has hit an iconic level just as a player on and off the field? Honestly, P. Brown, I think he's hit an iconic level off the field more than he's hit an iconic level on the field. Because with a certain, well, I ain't gonna say a certain demographic, but with South Florida, he's an icon. Like, even if he doesn't win even if he doesn't win Super Bowl in South Florida, he is iconic legend down there. So he could do nothing else and still be iconic. Now, for the rest of the United States, who knows? I think he's iconic, but I could be saying that because I got purple shades on. But one chip, and then he'll be iconic for everybody. He'll be cemented. All it takes is one chip to be cemented. I mean, because you just look at somebody like John Elway. John Elway was great for all them years. He was just great. He got that chip, and I think they went back to back, and now he's iconic. We think about how good Dan Marino was. Dan Marino probably was one of the greatest throwers of the football ever. But when we talk about the greatest quarterbacks, we don't talk about Dan, because Dan don't have no chips. You got to get that chip to kind of get in that iconic role when you speak of, as far as worldwide being, or United States wide, or football worldwide being iconic. So that's that. To answer that question, that's kind of why I think you got to get that chip to be iconic for everybody. So let's kind of, I know it's Friday and people got stuff to do on the weekend, so let's kind of dive right into what we got going on, so we won't try to go over that allocated time. But that was a great question, P. Brown. A good way to start us off and get us going. So what we're gonna do to start off with, we got Jonas Schaefer put out his throw-by-throw report, which is what he's been doing lately. And I don't know if he put it out late or I saw it late, but I saw it today. And this is a kind of interesting one, because you guys know I was a big proponent of Lamar and Bateman getting together at some point during the offseason and trying to work on whatever their issue is. And I got a lot of pushback from people saying they got training camp, they got time to do whatever. And, everybody had their different opinions about it, and they have their own things or whatever. But First week of practice, I think Lamar was sick. Second week of practice, Bateman was dealing with a little nagging injury or whatever. Nothing real serious, because I think he was back out there the past 2 days. So that's kind of a week, and as I said, a week and a half, because it wasn't 2 full weeks. A week and a half gone. And so yesterday, it was reported that he went to him a lot. So I guess yesterday was a concerted effort to try to build that chemistry, and it wasn't there. So let's just kind of go through the throw-by-throw report. And all the throws weren't to Bateman, but I just think that a bunch of throws were to Bateman where they were trying to find some kind of chemistry, that they don't have already for whatever reason. But they're not pointing the finger right now, because I'm really tired of pointing that finger at this situation. But I'm just going to call a spade, and it is what it is. So before we get into the practice report for today, let's go through these throws and see what Jonah had to say about yesterday's throwing of the football with Lamar Jackson. All right, let me switch it up. All right, here we go. So on 11-on-11, he was 1 for 1. Jackson held on the ball for too long, resulting in a sack by the defensive lineman Travis Jones. Travis Jones is a name that I'm really looking for big things from. That's a name we're going to talk about a little bit later in today when we get to the practice report. But I'm really looking forward to big things from Big Trav in this 2024 football season. Number 2, facing the blitz, Jackson found tight end Mark Andrews over the middle for a solid gain, and after he settled into a soft spot in the secondary. That's what I think Mark needs to get better at, just finding those open spots and settling instead of drifting. Finding those open spots and just showing your numbers to the QB instead of just drifting left, right, back and forth. If you just settle those open spots, the quarterback can see you and then kind of get an idea of what everything else is going on, and then come back to you once he manipulates the defense. Number 3, if him and Bex, yeah, it will be. Number 3, Jackson missed Bateman on an intermediate level throw after an apparent miscommunication. That will be the start of a disconnected day for the duo. All right, so I want to let's see. That's one. Let me give me a pen. That's one little slip up. Maybe some tally marks. All right, number 4. With outside linebacker Daffy Oway compressing Jackson's airspace on a bull rush. I wonder who he bull rushed. Jackson hit running back Justice Hill for a check down in the right flat. All right, number 5, it says outside linebacker Calvin Noah beat right tackle Pat McCarry. Quickly, Jackson seemed to throw the ball away. All right, so in that session, he was 1 for 3. Let's go to the next. All right, 11-on-11, he was 2 for 4 with an interception, so play 6. After a run fake, Jackson connected with wide receiver Nelson Aguilar for about a 15-yard gain on a throw just inside the numbers against cornerback Brandon Stevens. So that's Nelson Aguilar beating the number 1 corner, or number 2, however you want to see it. There's no shade to either guy right now. That's my opinion. Nelson Aguilar beating B. Steve. Number 7, with 2 wide receivers stacked up almost alongside the right sideline, Jackson threw a quick hitter the other way, finding wide receiver Sean Ryan for a short gain. All right, that was the 2 completions right there. Number 8, Jackson looked deep for Andrews, but Andrews bobbled the ball as he came down with the pass, and it ricocheted off Kyle Hamilton's leg, and incredibly, that's the one that everybody saw. That's the catch that everybody saw. Hamilton and the defense called for an interception. The video later confirmed the hunch. All right. So everybody saw that one. All right, number 9. Bateman got a half step on cornerback Lamar Davis on a go route, but Jackson's pass was overthrown and offline. So this is the second one. So this is number 2 of whatever disconnect that's going on. Whatever disconnect is going on. Y'all can't see it, my bad. Appreciate it. All right, there you go. I was on the wrong screen. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. CC. We're just gonna call you CC. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. We're gonna call you CC. I don't want to mess it up and disrespect your screen name. Thank you though. Well, we had number 10. Jackson hit wide receiver Zay Flowers for a short gain after he stopped in front of Stevens. Hey, Zay be chopping everybody up. That's one thing about Zay. Like, people say like Bateman or somebody else should be the number 1 receiver. In my mind, Zay is hands down the number 1 guy. I don't care about his height. I don't care about whatever. Zay is number 1 receiver. Now, he might not be the number 1 pass catcher, but as far as the receivers, he's the lead dog in that room. To me, he established that last year. So all that, he's small, he'll slap. Forget that. Zay the dog in that room. Zay's the alpha receiver in that room, in my opinion. Go to number 11. Number 11 with cornerback Marlon Humphreys running step for step with Flowers on a deep shot down the right sideline. Jackson overcooked a pass that gave neither a chance to make the play on the ball, which that's smart. That's smart. Either my guy catch it or nobody catch it. Jackson missed long on a deep throw to Andrews, who was well covered by the considerably smaller Darius Washington. So good kudos to the DBs on play 11 and 12. I don't want to overshadow the good DB play by them covering the receivers, because I'm an offensive guy. I'm gonna always be partial to the offensive players, so I got to try to be unbiased when the DBs make good plays. So shout out to Marlon, shout out to Darius for covering their guys and either making a play or being so sticky in coverage where they can't get the ball in there. Because I will be offensive one-sided, and I will stay on that side, because that's just what I am, and that's what I do by nature. I'm an offensive guy. 13. Jackson found undrafted rookie Dayton Wade, there's that name again, on a quick in-breaking route versus Stevens. I've been hearing a lot about Dayton Wade. And while it's in my brain, if Hardy can't get over whatever's nagging him, that may make a way for Dayton Wade to fight for a return spot or a receiver spot with Tylan Wallace. If we keep a 6 receiver, that'll make a way, because I think 4 receivers are a lock. I think 4 receivers are a lock. And the 4 receivers are, make sure I get these names right: Bateman, Flowers, Nelly, Tez. I think those 4 guys are a lock. And I think Dayton Wade and Wallace can fight for that 5th and 6th spot. Can get that 5th and 6th spot if they keep doing what they're doing. Now, but Hardy just can't seem to. Today was the first day, or was it yesterday? It was the first day I felt like they felt like what's going on with this Hardy situation, because I think somebody told me that he had some family issues, but today or yesterday was the first day where they was like he got soft tissue, a nagging soft tissue thing, and the way it came out was like, okay, this starting to be a problem. What's going on? That's the tone I got from it. Let's see. Low 2-1. Coach, the Ravens lose players and coaches all the time. We still find Ravens being should go to losses. Oh, we that's off subject. We'll come back to that though. We definitely come back to that. Yeah, but that's a good point though. That's definitely a good point. And I throw his point up there that he talking about, so you guys can see it. That's definitely a good point. 14. Jackson threw a check down to wide receiver Malik Cunningham near the right sideline. Okay, Malik. And Malik's probably going practice squad. But Malik's only been playing full-time wide receiver for less than a month, 2 months maybe. Because Malik was still trying to hold on to that quarterback dream. All right, 7-on-7, Lamar went 3 for 5. And this will be 15 through 19, I guess. 15, Jackson found tight end Isaiah Likely on the check down. Go to the next one. 16, Jackson went deep to Andrews over the middle, but safety Eddie Jackson had the pass covered well. So there's more good coverage by the DBs. So shout out to the DBs. And again, I'm going to make a real effort to get them their props and not just stay on the offensive side of the ball. 17, Lamar Jackson connected with Bateman on a short pattern. So that's a good one. I got a good one in there. Jackson overthrew Bateman again on a pass down the left side. All right. Good and a bad one. Jackson hooked up with Aguilar on a short game. Now, that connection seems to be on par. Lamar and Nelly, their connection seemed to be on par. But they did some stuff. They do stuff together that's not at the castle. They get together in the offseason. Nelly's a South Florida guy. I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna go in that soapbox. I'm trying not to go there, but the conversation keep leading me there. Number 20. He was 5 for 8 in this period with 1 touchdown. Number 20. Jackson faked the handoff to Derrick Henry before finding him on a screen in the left flat. but Henry's modest game was wiped out on the flag by an apparent illegal block. All right, so that's not good. We still got to work on our screen games. We hadn't been good in screens for at least the past 3 or 4 years. We've gotten better, but our screen game has been, in the words of Bubba Dub, trash for the past 3 or 4 years. We got to get better at that. Got to get better. All right, play 21. Jackson pass to Bateman ended with the ball hitting the wide receiver's outstretched left hand, but tight coverage from Marlon Humphrey kept Bateman from bringing in the long ball down the left sideline. With him saying tight coverage from Humphreys, I won't put this down as one of those disconnected things. I'm gonna give a shout out to Marlo for doing his thing. I won't put this down as like a disconnect thing between Bateman and Lamar. So I'll let that one make it, and I'll give Humphrey his praise on that one. 22, Jackson fired a quick pass to the right, but it was unclear whether it was intended for Cunningham or Aguilar, both of whom were running short end-breaking routes. The pass whizzed between them. All right, we've seen instances in the past where we've had a bunch of multiple receivers in the same area. Hopefully, one of these two guys was kind of, and I was, just for the sake of it, I'm going to say Malik probably was in the wrong spot. Probably. Just because, with him being new to the position, I'm going to say Malik was probably in the wrong spot. And not putting it past Nelly, because, everybody's prone to mistakes, but I'm going to say Malik probably was in the wrong spot. Play 23. On 3rd and long, Jackson threw a check down to Henry, whom cornerback Arthur Millette appeared to wrap up over the middle before he could reach the first down marker. So, all right, y'all know in 7-on-7 that a lot of this stuff is once you catch it, you kind of come up and kind of touch the guy, around the thigh area and the play's dead. So I would have loved to, well, not necessarily Arthur Millette, but somebody of Arthur Millette's status be in open field with Derrick Henry, and he's determined to get this first down. That's going to be funny. He's either going to try to cut him or Derrick Henry's going to stiff arm him into the shadow realm. Because Marlette's a smaller guy. But hopefully we'll see some of that good stuff once the season starts. Play 24 with likely send motion to the left. Jackson threw a screen pass to the right, but linebacker Trent Simpson sniffed it out and had Hill bottled up for a loss. Okay, Trent. And that's one thing about Trent. Trent fast as all get out. He's a heat-seeking missile. So shout out to Trent Simpson for sniffing that screen out. Play 25. Cut it out, Red. Cut it out, Red. Two different teams then tried to move Malik to wide receiver. So I'm gonna say he just ain't got it at quarterback. Because I used to believe he should play quarterback too, but two different teams that move him to a receiver. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and say, it's me. At some point. 25, Jackson hit Hill on a swing pass out the backfield for a solid gain to his left. 26, Jackson threaded a 20-yard pass to receiver Tylen Wallace in between Jalen Davis and Marcus Williams. Well, that's the play we saw on the Ravens play of the day where Tyler's called it and kept going. What up, Cam? And I think we got one more. Yeah, this is the last one. Play 27, Jackson looked for Flowers in the end zone, but he drew a pass interference, penalty on the completion. And then 28, facing pressure from Oweh, Jackson threw into no man's land behind Bateman, who was running the vertical route up the right sideline against Jalen Davis and well in front of Nelson Aguilar, who was running a crossing route. Bateman threw his head back in frustration as he walked back to the sideline. So Bateman threw his head back in frustration as he walked back to the sideline. So I understand not getting the ball. I do. I understand not getting the ball. I understand wanting to be a part of the offense and help the team and just build chemistry. I do understand that. That's the stuff you can't do right now. Maybe if this was week 5 and the issues happening, I understand. Right now, no, because, well, let me put it in this perspective. If I'm the quarterback and I'm making a concerted effort to try to get you the ball, and I see that I'm running from Oway and I see you do whatever you did and I'm trying to throw you the ball, I'm not gonna want to throw you the ball, bro. I'm gonna have some choice words in my brain that I won't say on YouTube, but they ain't friendly. And I may not say them to you, but they're gonna be in my brain, and I'm not gonna want to throw you the ball. I'm not gonna want to be around you. I'm not gonna want you to be part of what I do. Like, the words that's in my brain ain't gonna be politically correct, and that's how I'm gonna feel about you. And you doing this at practice, and then because I feel like you showing me up. That's what I feel like. I feel like you showing me up. That's what I feel like. And so if he do that, and I'm only speaking for me, because I know how competitive I am, and I know Lamar's probably a 1,000 times more competitive than me. If I see that, and I already know that we having issues with our connection and all that stuff. What up, Paul? I'm gonna be PO. I'm gonna be PO. And we gonna have to have a conversation. If not, some furniture moving. And that's where I stand with that. But that's me. That's just me. Y'all may feel a different way. They may feel a different way. We definitely gonna have a conversation. We probably gonna move on furniture. I'm exaggerating. But we definitely gonna have a conversation. Definitely. Or I'm like, it's gonna be another season of you not getting the doggone ball. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be another season of you not getting the doggone ball. So just keep in mind, I'm the MVP. And am I perfect? No. But that ain't gonna fly. That stuff right there ain't gonna fly for me. But and again, that's my opinion, and y'all can put your opinion in the chat box. And if you're watching this on the replay, put your opinion in the comment section. But that's just my 2 cents. Before we switch over to today's practice report, let me see where we at on likes, so I can give you guys your points. Oh, we almost at 50 likes. Make sure y'all ain't nobody said nothing. Let me give y'all points before we move over to today's practice report. Hold on 1 second. Let me give everybody their points. Give everybody their loyalty points, their tally points. So add points to all viewers. Bam, there. And add it again for that, because I know we're going to get 50. So go ahead and hit that like button while we're waiting for me to transition. And if you want to check your points, you do exclamation points. If you want to check the top, you do exclamation top. So with that being said, let's kind of move on over to the practice report for today. Move over to the practice report for today. Let me get that on my screen while we transition. And let's see. Hopefully we got it right. Bam. There we go. Let's see. I just don't get why he didn't take the time to. And again, I hope you don't mind me calling you CC. That's my whole gripe. Like, I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, I think both of them at fault. Cause it ain't like money an issue. So if you didn't want to go to South Florida and he didn't want to come where your area at, y'all can meet in the middle. Tift County is probably an hour and 30 minutes from me. Miami area is 7 hours. So you put them two, what's that, 8.5 hours? That's Orlando. That's the Orlando area. It's a gazillion schools in Orlando. Meet in Orlando and get together. But me personally, I'm going to go where the quarterback at. Me personally. Wherever the quarterback at, that's where I'm going. Because money ain't an issue. I can get me an Airbnb for 3 days or 5 days or a week or whatever, and go down there and do what I need to do. And build chemistry on the field, and build some off the field chemistry too, so where we can kind of, I know what make you tick, you know what make me tick, and you just hanging out with, because when you finish with football, or when you finish with sports, it ain't all about the actual sport. It's about the stuff y'all did in the downtime. Like, when people stop playing sports, a lot of the stuff they miss is the people like the hanging out in the locker room and stuff. I mean, they missed the game, but it's like y'all be seeing clips when Lamar be videoing people dancing in the locker room. They gonna miss stuff like that. It ain't all about the game. But the game's a big part of it. The game's a big part of it, but it ain't all about the game. It's the whole camaraderie and just being with the fellas, man, or with the girls, or whatever, however that go. Trying to make sure I hit all the bases, whatever, however that go. But let's get on before I get on the soapbox. I'm gonna try to get y'all out of here real quick because today they only did helmets, and so we're gonna be out of here real kind of quick. So let's go on up. Jeff Zarevich says, and it's the practice report from today. Bate think he's still in college. Nah, coach, he went to Paris. Nah, both of them was in Paris at the same time, Dro. Lamar and Bateman both went to Paris. So they definitely can take their butt to, both of them could have took their butt to Orlando, or one could have vice versa. But let's go on. Let's go on. Ravens I don't see practicing. Tyler Linderbaum, Deontay Hardy, and Trayvon Mullen. Mullen I know with the shoulder. Hardy, some kind of soft tissue thing. And then Linderbaum showed up today with a soft tissue issue, which y'all can tell from the thumbnail. All right, a little drill today that I saw. Now, what I saw when I was watching this earlier, if what I think this is, they working on their zone drops. This is what I think they working on their zone drops. Now, the issue I have with this is, if this is zone drops, and y'all, some of you other guys, y'all can put y'all opinions in here too. If this is zone drops, your eyes should be on the QB. And see, maybe forget my point. Your eyes should be on the QB. And nobody spot drops anymore. Spot drop was 1990s football. Nobody spot drops no more. It's mostly some kind of match somewhere. If this is zone drops. So I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you in the drill, dropping to a spot, but your eyes gotta be on that QB. And you see how he turned his head back to the QB to catch the ball. If you zone dropping, your eyes need to be on that QB the whole time. Don't cheat the drill. Don't cheat the drill. But that's my opinion. I don't know if this is, I'm not there, so I don't know if this is the actual thing, but that's just me on the outside looking in. All right, this next one. Quick feet, trying to find the ball. And you do this drill, you start this drill in middle school. You don't need a ladder, you just need a line. You don't need a ladder, you just need a line. You need a ladder. So since y'all gonna start the trend, go ahead and start the trend in the comment section. What's Bateman's new nickname? We got Chris Godwin 2.0, Travis Taylor 2.0. Go ahead, y'all put y'all comments in the comment section. What's Bateman's new nickname? But again, with for the video, just quick feet, then find the ball, turn to find the ball, Bate. Wallace. Who's 82? What am I thinking? Oh, it's over there. Because Ted's 81. Flowers. Malik. Kevin Benjamin. Boy, y'all funny. Let's go to the next one. Thanks to the same drill with our Darius. Oh yeah, same drill with our Darius. The drops. Working on the drops. I think our Darius did it better. Let me check it out one more time. He tried to do it. He peeked right at the end trying to find the line. But our Darius did it better though with his head turned. And again, you see what they in practice. They not even shoulder pads. They just in helmets. So they took, it's a light day. It's a teaching day. They're working a lot of drills, a lot of technique. So it wasn't a lot of like physical stuff that we can even kind of look at. So we're going to go straight into the little comments of for the press conference.
Today we'll keep him out tomorrow.
This is about Tyler Linderbaum.
Kind of thing. We'll keep him out today. We'll keep him out tomorrow, and then he should be back sometime next week. And we'll be, very patient with Tyler. He's having a great camp, and And some of those young guys need a little more work anyway, so it kind of works out for us. Soft tissue kind of.
So with Tyler out, we'll definitely see a lot of Corey Coleman. Ooh, Corey Coleman 2.0. With Tyler out, we'll definitely see Nick Samaik at center. That's the guy from Michigan State. Probably see some Makari at center, which will open the door for Roger to get more reps at right tackle, and maybe even flop cinder block feet back to right tackle to be like a backup. So it's gonna be a ripple effect with Linderbaum going out. So that means, and I haven't heard anything about Cleveland. They didn't say they say they was checking his head, but I hadn't heard concussion or anything. So I don't even know if he practiced today. But they didn't say he was out, so obviously he did practice. They didn't say Cleveland was out, so obviously he did practice. So, but it's a ripple effect on that line with Linderbaum going out. So now Samaik, however you say his name, he'll get some more reps. Makari probably get some more of them center reps because he play every position on the line. And then that means some of the other younger guys will get reps too. But we'll get a lot of those younger guys. The 9th, which is that next Saturday? Next Friday when we play. Next Friday on the 9th. Let's see what else John got to say.
Well, I think I've said before, I expect his next step to be a breakout season. You know, he's a dominant guy in there right now. And whenever somebody blocks him, I just think it's like it's a superhuman feat almost when somebody blocks him in there. He's like a superhuman player. So we'll see if it pans out in the games. I know it's a high tag to put on him, but let's go for it.
And that's what I've been saying here recently about Travis. I think his combination of size, quickness, and strength, he should get to the point of unblockable here soon. He should. He has all the physical tools to be a dominant interior defensive lineman. And I look for a jump this year. Like I said in one of these past streams, I look for him just to ease Michael Pierce into being a situational player and not having like a ton of snaps on Michael Pierce. At least for them being 50-50 at minimum. And toward the end, maybe those snaps being 60-40 Travis Jones. At least. That's what I think of Travis. I think the world of Travis as far as what he can become. This is Travis speaking. He says, and this is from Jeff, Travis Jones feels like having a rush plan will take him to another level this year. Jones has had a great camp. He's causing the O-line problems pretty much every practice. Harbaugh predicted the breakout. I think I didn't know this guy before he worked for the Ravens. I think the world of Dr. Rush Smith, Coach Smith. I think what he's done with Matabike, what he did with Van Noy and Clowney last year, what he's doing with Travis, what he's doing with all of those guys that rush the quarterback. This dude is worth his weight in gold. Whatever they're paying him is probably not enough. He's done an amazing job. He's developing those guys up front. Keyword, developing those guys up front. Let's see, Coach, you think Jones is on track? No, I definitely don't think he's a slow developer. I don't. I think he's right where he needs to be. I do. I think he was a little too heavy when he got here. But look, I don't know if you can see that picture. See. Look at that. That dude ain't fat. He big, but this dude right here ain't fat. He big, but he definitely not fat. I think this dude gonna be a monster. He gonna be a monster. This is Travis speaking right here, talking about his goals for year 3.
Yeah, for me, of course, I put in my iPhone right now notes, plans, things I want to accomplish throughout the year. Yeah, for me, of course, I put in my iPhone right now notes, plans, things I want to accomplish throughout the year.
I thought he had said his goals. I thought I must have hit the wrong one. I thought what he put down for his goals. I thought I had clicked it. I guess I clicked the wrong one.
Since I got here, Matt BK been a big role model for me. I've been looking up to him for the past 2 years, and seeing what he did last year just gave me motivation. Saying I want to follow his footsteps.
Travis seemed nervous. Seem nervous up at talking. Seem nervous. But Matabike is a good name to follow because Matabike took baby steps. Third year he broke out. So he's on that same type plan. Yes, yes, CR. He got that Matabike type body. Yep. Definitely. But like I said, he on that same plan. If he break out like Matabike, if Travis can get 5 sacks and 12, 13 tackle for losses, I know he's going to get a bunch of pressures, even though we don't like pressures. But if he can get 5 sacks and double-digit tackle for losses, I'm cool with that. Because we're going to manufacture pressure with the scheme. If he can get one-on-ones and win his one-on-ones like Matabike did last year, because Matabike is going to get the doubles. So whoever is, like if Matabike is at 3 and get double teamed, whoever's the 1, which is Travis or Urban or Roger Washington, you got to win your ones. And if you win your ones, there goes some sacks for you right there. So, like I said, we're not talking about edge guys, but with what Matabike did last year, it's 5 O-linemen for the most part. And you're pretty much going to have 4 rushers. So Matabike going to get double most of the time. So that leaves 3 on 3 for everybody else. So those other 3 guys got to win their ones. And if you can win your ones, you got sacks and pressures. It's simple math to me. Let's see. Big Trav talking about Linderbaum.
Against Linderbaum, he went to the Pro Bowl last year, so he one of the best centers in the league. And going against him every day going to get me better. Voorhees, strong. He's strong, real strong, aggressive. So, and we're just going to keep working every day and make each other better. Against Linderbaum.
So him going against Linderbaum is iron sharper than iron. Linderbaum went to the Pro Bowl, so hey, let me get you, when we do one-on-ones, let me get the guy that's went to the Pro Bowl, yes. And just like I talked about, I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, with Isaiah Likely and Kyle Hamilton going against each other. Like Likely always go against Hamilton. Okay, Hamilton, you one of the best safeties in the league. Come on, get this work. Every day at practice. When we do one-on-ones, come on, get this work so I can get better. So if Travis is doing that same thing with Linderbaum, if you one of the best in the league, come on, let me get that. And then for him to mention Voorhees' name, because we ain't seen Voorhees play a snap yet. So that's just more ammo for the Voorhees lovers to say he's, earned that spot. And I'm starting to come around to it too. And I wasn't never against Voorhees. My thing was people were crowning him before even camp started. My thing was, you at least let the man get to a practice. At least let him get to a practice. At least let's see what he can do versus a Travis Jones, versus a Matabike, versus a Urban. Let's see what he do in practice first, because that's all my thing was. Let's wait and see. And so now we in the seeing part, and if he earned it, he earned it. I'm cool with it. So if he good enough to lock down that left guard, hey, because you can't be no worse than Meg the Simpson. Can't be no worse than Meg the Simpson. Can't be. Let's keep rolling. Let me check something real quick. All right, we need 8 more likes to get our like goal. So we get to 75 likes, y'all let me know so I can get y'all 75 points. But let's keep rolling. Camp player of the day. So let's see the camp player of the day. See what they got. Let me make a big screen for everybody. See what they got. Camp player of the day. Full screen. There we go. I don't want no sound on this. I don't want to get no copyright stuff. Blur. I'm gonna let you got blurred over there by Zay. That's a good ball from Lamar. Late hands by Zay. And let me tell you the importance of late hands. Because if you throw them hands up early, all that DB gonna do is just reach out there and grab that left arm of Zay. And so now he got to make a one-hand catch. But late hands, he don't know when that ball's getting up. And so when he go to reach for his hands, it's too late. It's too late. Too late. But late hands is, you got to have patience to do late hands. You gotta have patience. Gotta have patience. Yeah, because if you gotta lay hands, it gotta be quick hands too. You gotta be quick hands too. That's a good throw, good position too. Got it over Marlette, but in front of Ardarius. And then Zay with the wherewithal to put the brakes on and get some yak. Well, I bet you he was hell and like trying to play some flag football or some touch football or some stuff like that. That boy right there is something else. All right, that's close enough. Let me get you out 75 points before we get to the last little part of it. Get y'all 75 points. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate it. If you have not hit that like button, please do so. Remember Monday when we do the roundup, we're Patreon members. We're giving away one of the Sip to Tally conductor hats, and we'll have a poll. I'm not sure which one we're doing. I don't know if we're gonna do black or gray, but we're gonna give away one of them, one of the black or gray ones. So make sure you tune in Monday for that. And the last little thing I have is pretty much, let me see, what's the last thing I got? I think that might be about it. Let me check this. What my widget said. Oh yeah, that's about it, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got for you. So I appreciate y'all, man, and enjoy y'all weekend. It's happy hour. Go have y'all a drink or do whatever y'all do. Drink you some water, drink you some beer, drink you some yak, or whatever you do. But enjoy your weekend. And depending on, we'll probably have one of these tomorrow because we practicing tomorrow. If the pads come on tomorrow and I get enough info, we'll do one of these tomorrow too as well. And I enjoy doing these, especially trying to break down the different drills and stuff that they do at practice as far as it relates to what we know. So I appreciate y'all, man, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love. If you have not hit that like button, hit it on the way out. Peace, y'all.